Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you all here, and I hope you all had a great week. And how was your day today? And I had a good week this past week. It's been really busy, but I had a good one, and good to be here again. And I have a lot of news to tell you later on. Toward the end there, during the potpourri. Okay, and okay, now we're going to get started, and I'm going to read Gary's poem. This is from our book, Reflections of Our Inner Beings. Okay, and read his poem. This is our poem theme for the club, for the poetry club. Okay. Money has spoiled. Money has spoiled everything but poetry. We all need truth. The value of our words is worth more than our money. We can't let our freedom of speech and personal feelings be destroyed and distorted by the influence of profit. The truth must be told about our past in order to use these truths to help guide the future of mankind on this earth. The end. And that was Gary A. Snyder from his Money Has Spoiled, and it came from Reflections of Our Inner Being from our book. And you can get it from our, if you want it signed, you can get it signed from me on ko-fi.com, ko-fi.com, /Gary and Noreen, or you can get on Amazon. If you get on Amazon, it won't be signed. Okay, this here. This is the back of it. Okay. And that was my fifth one and Gary's fourth one. Okay. Let me see. Okay, we have people. All right. Um Hello Kim. Kim said hi, Noreen, love you. I will call you tomorrow. Okay, Kim. Okay, all right, it's showing up now. Okay, it's showing up. Okay, it's showing back on Facebook. Yes, it's showing on me on the StreamYard. The comments are back up now. Okay, I love you too, Kim, and welcome, Kim, to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Okay, hello, Doreen. Um, Doreen said, okay, I'm doing good, and how you doing? It's great to see you. And welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Okay. And okay. And and I'm hearing about I didn't get to read the article today that I'm gonna check out later on this evening tonight. But there's a warning about Florida, 30 counties, and I'm one of them. And so is my sister and my brother too. We all are, my whole family, my nephews and nieces, all of us. We're in one of the counties, and we're on the emergency for another hurricane. So it's an emergency thing. So I had to check it out. I'm not really sure. I'm just finding out about it. So okay, and Doreen said I'm doing good. Next week we will be in Tennessee. We're leaving Friday. Coming back on Monday. Oh wow, awesome, Doreen. That's great. Okay. Oh, okay. That is awesome. You all be safe and stay safe and have a good time. Hope y'all enjoy it. Okay. Okay. And okay. And today I'm going to read from the complete works on William Shakespeare and this book here, and I'm on his second play. Okay. Doreen said I'm excited. Thank you. Okay. You are very welcome, Doreen. I'm excited for you. Hello, Star. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you. How you doing? Okay. And okay, last week we started reading King Henry VI, Part 1. Well, today I'm going to be reading the start reading the Act One. Finishing the Act 1 today. Should be finished with Act 1. Then we start with the Act 2 next Saturday. So I think we will be. So we're on scene 3. Let's see. We're on scene 3 of King Henry VI, Part 1. And Star said, "I'm awesome hanging with my friends in here." Okay. That is all, Star. Yes. Okay. 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 Scene 3. This is in London before the Tower. Enter the Duke of Gloucester with his serving men in blue coats. Gloucester, I am come to survey the tower this day. Since Henry's death, I fear there is conveyance. Where be those warders, that they wait not here? Open the gates. 'Tis Gloucester that calls. First warder, within. Who's there that knocks so imperiously? First server. It is the noble Duke of Gloucester. Second warder, within. Whoever he be, you may not be let in. First server. Villains, answer you, so that the Lord Protector. First warder, within. The Lord protect him, so we answer him. We do no otherwise than we are willed. Gloucester, who willed you? Or whose will stands but mine? There's none protector of the realm but I. Break up the gates, I'll be your warranties. Shall I be flouted thus by dunghill grooms? Gloucester's men rush at the tower gates, and Woodville, the lieutenant, speaks within. Woodville, what Woodville? What noise is this? What traitors have we here? Gloucester, Lieutenant, is it you whose voice I hear? Open the gates. Here's Gloucester that would enter. Woodville, have patience, noble Duke. I may not open. The Cardinal of Winchester forbids. From him I have express commandment, that thou nor none of thine shall be let in. Gloucester, faint-hearted Woodville, prizes him before me. Arrogant Winchester, that haughty Priat, whom Henry, our late sovereign, never could brook. Thou art no friend to God or to the king. Gates, or I'll shut thee out shortly. Serving men, open the gates unto the Lord Protector, or we'll burst them open if that you come not quickly. Enter to the Protector at the tower gates, Winchester and his men in tawny coats. Winchester, how now? Ambitious Humphrey, what means this? Gloucester, peeled priest, dost thou command me to be shut out? Winchester, I do, thou most usurping progenitor, and not protector of the king of realm. Gloucester, stand back, thou manifest conspirator, thou that contrivest to murder our dead lord, thou that givest whores indulgences to sin, hidest thee in thy broad cardinal's hat. If thou proceed in this thy insolence, Winchester, nay, stand thou back, I will not budge a foot. This be Damocus, Be thou cursed, Cain, to slay thy brother Abel, if thou wilt. Gloucester, I will not slay thee, but I'll drive thee back. Thy scarlet robes as a child's bearing cloth I'll use to carry thee out of this place. Winchester, do what thou darest. I beard thee to thy face. Gloucester, what am I dared and bearded to my face? Draw men for all the privileged place, blue coats to tawny coats. Priest, beware your beard. I mean to tug it and to off you soundly. Under my feet I stamp thy cardinal's hat, in spite of pope or dignities of church. Here by the checks I'll drag thee up and down. Winchester, Gloucester, thou wilt answer this before the pope. Gloucester, with Winchester goose, I cry a rope, a rope. Now beat them hence. Why do you let them stay? Be, I'll chase hence, thou wolf in sheets astray. Out, tawny coats, out, scarlet hypocrite. Um, okay, here, Gloucester's men beat out the cardinal's men and enter in the hurdy-burdy the mayor of London and his officers. May by lords, that you, being a supreme magistrate, thou contumeliously should break the peace. Gloucester, peace, mayor, thou knowest little of my wrongs. Here's Beaufort, that regards nor God nor king, hath here distrained the tower to his use. Winchester, here's Gloucester, a foe to citizens, one that still motions war and never peace, overcharging your free purses with large fines, that seeks to overthrow religion, because he is protector of the realm, and would have armor here out of the tower to crown himself king and supposed suppressed prince. Gloucester, I will not answer thee with words, but blows. Here they skirmish again, may not rest for me in this tumultuous strife, but to make open proclamation. Come, officer, as loud as ever thou canst. Cry, offense, all manner of men assembled here in arms this day against God's peace and the king's. We charge and command you in his highness' name to repair to your several dwelling places, and not to wear, handle, or use any sword, weapon, or dagger, henceforward upon pain of death. Gloucester, Cardinal, I'll be no breaker of the law, but we shall meet and break our minds at large. Winchester, Gloucester, we will meet to thy cost. Be sure, thy heart's blood I will have for this day's work. Nay, I'll call for clubs, if you will not away. This cardinal's more haughty than the devil. Gloucester, mayor, farewell. Thou dost but what thou mayest. Winchester, abominable Gloucester, guard thy head, for I intend to have it ere long. Exit severally, Gloucester and Winchester, with their serving men, may see the coast cleared, and then we will depart. Good God, these nobles should such stomachs heart bear. I myself fight not once in 40 years. Exit. Okay. Hello, Imani Galloway, and welcome to the Poetry, welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here. Welcome. And hello, David Nathan. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you very much. Okay. 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 Now, scene 4. Okay. In Orleans, enter on the walls a master gunner and his boy. A master gunner, Sirrah, thou knowest how Orleans is besieged, and how the English have the suburbs won. A boy, father, I know, and oft have shot at them. However unfortunate, I miss my aim. Master gunner, but now thou shalt not be thou ruled by me. Chief master gunner am I of this town. Something I must do to procure me grace. The prince's espials have informed me how the English in the suburbs close entrenched what want through a secret gate of iron bars, and yonder tower to overpeer the city, and hence discover how with most advantage they may vex us with shot, or with assault, to intercept this inconvenience. A piece of ordnance against it I have placed, and even these 3 days have I watched, if I could see them. Now do thou watch, for I can stay no longer. If thou spiest any, run and bring me word, and thou shalt hold me at the governor's exit. A boy, father, I warrant you, take you no cares. I'll never trouble you if I may spy them. Exit. Enter on the turrets the Lord Salisbury and Talbot, Sir William Glansdale, Sir Thomas Gargrave, and others. Um, Salisbury, Talbot, my life, my joy, again returned. How wert thou handled, being prisoner? Or by what means gottest thou to be released? Discourse, I prithee, on this turret's top. Talbot, the Duke of Bedford had a prisoner called the brave Lord Penton de Saintrelles. For him was I exchanged and ransomed, but with a baser man of arms by far. Once in contempt they would have bartered me, which I disdaining scorned, and craved death, rather than I would be so vile esteemed. In fine, redeemed I was as I desired. But oh, the treacherous bastard wounds my heart, whom with my bare fist I would execute, if I now had him brought into my power. Salisbury, yet thou, yet tellest thou not how thou wert entertained. Talbot, with scoffs and scorns and costumeless taunts, an open marketplace produced they me to be a public spectacle to all. Here, said they, is the terror of the French, the scarecrow that affrights our children so. Then broke I from the officers that led me, and with my nails digged stones out of the ground to hurl at the beholders of my shame. My grisly countenance made others fly. None durst come near for fear of sudden death. In iron walls they deemed me not secure. So great fear of that my name amongst them was spread, that they supposed I could read bars of steel, and spurn in pieces posts of adamant. Wherefore a guard of chosen shot I had, that walked about me every minute while, and if I did but stir out of my bed, ready they were to shoot me to the heart. Entered a boy with a linstock on the Salisbury. I grieve to hear what torments you endured, but we will be revenged sufficiently. Now it is supper time in Orleans. Here, through this gate, I count each through this grate, I count each one, and view the Frenchmen how they fortify. Let us look in, the sight will much delight thee. Sir Thomas Gargrave and Sir William Glansdale, let me have your express opinions. Where is best place to make our battery next? Gargrave, I think at the north gate, for there stand lords. Glansdale, and I here at the bulwark of the bridge. Talbot, Talbot, for aught I see, this city must be famished, or with light skirmishes enfeebled. Here they shoot. Salisbury and Gargrave fell. Salisbury, O Lord, have mercy on us, wretched sinners. Gargrave, O Lord, have mercy on me, woeful man. Talbot, what chance is this that suddenly hath crossed us? Speak, Salisbury, at least, if thou canst speak. How farest thou, mirror of all marital men? One of thy eyes and thy clock checks a side struck off. A cursed tower, a cursed fatal hand that hath contrived this woeful tragedy. In 13 battles Salisbury overcame. Henry the Fifth he first trained to the wars, whilst any trump did sound or drum struck up. His sword did never leave, striking in the field. Yet livest thou, Salisbury, though thy speech doth fail. One eye thou hast, to look to heaven for grace. The sun with one eye vieweth all the world. Heaven, be thou gracious to none alive. If Salisbury wants mercy at thy hands, bear hence his body. I will help to bury it. Sir Thomas Gargrave, hast thou any life? Speak unto Talbot. Nay, look up to him. Salisbury, cheer thy spirit with this comfort. Thou shalt not die whiles. He beckons with his hand and smiles on me, as who would say, when I am dead and gone, remember to avenge me on the French. Plantagenet I will, and like thee, Nero, play on the flute, beholding the towns burn. Wretched shall France be only in my name. Hear an alarm, and it thunders and lightens. What stir is this? What tumults in the heavens? Whence cometh this alarum and the noise? Mhm. Okay. 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 Mm, okay. Salisbury, I agree to hear what torments you endured. What? Okay, right here. Okay. Enter a messenger. Messenger, my lord, the French have gathered head. The Dauphin, with one Joan is La Purcell joined. A holy prophetess, now new risen up, is come with a great power to raise the siege. Here Salisbury lifteth himself up and groans. Talbot, hear, hear, how Dion Salisbury doth groan. It irks his heart, he cannot be revenged. Frenchmen, I'll be a Salisbury to you. Pucelle or puzzle, dolphin or dogfish, your hearts I'll stamp out with my horse's heels, and make a quagmire of your mingled brains. Convey me, Salisbury, into his tent, and then we'll try what those dastard Frenchmen dare. Alarm exit. Okay. Scene 5. The same. Here in a alarum again, and Talbot pursueth the dolphin, and driveth him. Then entered Joan La Pucelle, driving Englishmen before her, and exit after them. Then re-enter Talbot. Talbot, where is my strength, my valor, and my force? Our English troops retire. I cannot stay them. A woman clad in armor chases them. Okay. Re-enter La Pucelle. Here, here she comes. I'll have a bout with thee. Devil or devil's dam, I'll conjure thee. Blood will I draw on thee. Thou art a witch. And straightway give thy soul to him, thou servant. Pucelle, come, come. 'Tis only I that must disgrace thee. Here they bite. Talbot, heavens, can you suffer hell so to prevail? My breast I'll burst with straining of my courage, and from my shoulders crack my arms asunder. But I will chastise this high-minded strumpet. They fight again. Pucelle, Talbot, farewell. Thy hour is not yet come. I must go victual old Orleans forthwith. A short alarum, then enter the town with soldiers. Overtake me, if thou canst. I scorn thy strength. Go, go, cheer up thy hungry, starved men. Help Salisbury to make his testament. This day is ours, as many more shall be. Exit. Talbot, my thoughts are whirled like a potter's wheel. I know not where I am, nor what I do. A witch by fear, not force like Hannibal, drives back our troops and conquers as she lists. So beads with smoke and doves with noisome stench are from their lives, hives and houses drive away. They called us for our fierceness, English dogs. Now like to whelps, we cry and run away. A short alarum. Hark, countrymen, either renew the fight or tear the lions out of England's coat. Renounce your role, renounce your soil, give sheep in lions' stead. Sheep run out, sheep run not half, so treacherous from the wolf, or horse or oxen from the legend, as you fly from your oft subdued slaves. Alarum, here another skirmish. It will not be. Retire into your trenches. You all consented unto Salisbury's death, for none would strike a stroke in his revenge. Pucelle is entered into Orleans, in spite of us or not, or aught that we could do. Oh, would I were to die with Salisbury! The shame hereof would make me bide my head. Exit Talbot. Alarum, retreat, flourish. Okay. Oh, we have a comment. Uh, excuse me, you all. Okay, Star said, enjoy the reading. Yeah, thank you very much, Star. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Okay. Scene sixth. The same. Enter on the walls La Pucelle, Charles, Renair, Alencon, and soldiers. Pucelle. Advance are waving colors on the wells. Rescued is Orleans from the English. Thus Joan is Pucelle have performed her word. Charles, divinest creature, Astrea's daughter, how shall I honor thee for this success? Thy promises are like Adonis' gardens, that one day bloomed and fruitful were the next. France, triumph in thy glorious prophetess. Recovered is the town of Orleans. More blessed hap did it never befall our state. Rain. Why ring not out the bells aloud throughout the town? Doffin command the citizens, make bonfires, and feast and banquet in the open streets, to celebrate the joy that God hath given us. Alutus, all France will be replete with mirth and joy when they shall hear how we have played the men. Charles, 'tis Joan, not we, by whom the day is won, for which I will divide my crown with her, and all the priests and friars in my realm shall in procession sing her endless praise. A statelier prioress to her I'll rear than Rhodope's or Memphis ever was, in memory of her when she is dead, her ashes in an urn more precious than the rich jeweled copper of Darius. Transported shall be at high festivals before the kings and queens of France. No longer on Saint Denis will we cry, but Joan La Pucelle shall be France's saint. Come in and let us banquet royally after this golden day of victory. Flourish, exit. End of Act 1. And next Saturday, I'll read Act 2. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. And I hope y'all enjoying it. The Shakespeare. Okay, we have another comment, and Star said, I love Shakespeare. Yes, I love Shakespeare too. Mhm. I got both volumes. Before I started reading this here, the complete works of William Shakespeare, I started on I read the love sonnets of Shakespeare. Okay. And and Doreen said, I enjoyed it. Oh, thank you very much, Doreen. I'm glad you. Thank you. And Star said, though I can't spell his name today, it's okay. It's okay. We all are allowed to make mistakes. You know, it's okay. Because that R and the S, it's easy to get mixed. You know, so This for me. Okay. Now um okay. Now I'm gonna read It's Okay, Star. And because I even misspell words too sometimes. You know, I do the same thing, and I know we all could. It's easy to do when you're on the keyboard. You're very welcome. And Star said, "Thank you. You're very welcome, Star." Okay. Now, okay. Now I'm going to uh, read some more of Ara Lee book. We're on book 5, and we're okay. We're on book 5 right now. Okay. I probably can do this in 2 or 3 weeks to finish book 5. Okay. Okay. Ara Lee by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Good Sir Blade's brow is high and noticeably narrow a strong wind. You fancy might unroof him suddenly and blow that great top addy off his head. Wait, oh, let me read that again. Sorry, you all. Okay. And blow that great top attic off his head, so piled with feudal relics. You admire his nose in profile, though you miss his chin. But though you miss his chin, you seldom miss his Edlon cross worn in innermostly carved for penance by a saintly let me see, Saint Brian monk, whose flesh was too much with him, slipping through some unaware unbuttoned casualty of the under waistcoat. With an absent Sir Blaise sate fingering it and speaking low, while I upon the sofa heard it all. My dear young friend, if we could bear our eyes like Bleedus St. Lucy on a plate, they would not trick us into choosing wives as doublets by the collar, otherwise our fathers close, and therefore when they had hung their household keys about a lady's waist, the sense of duty gave her dignity. She kept her bosom holy to her babes, and if a moralist reproved her dress, 'twas too much stare, too much starch, and not too little lawn. Now, pshaw, returned the other in a heat, a little fretted by being called a young friend, or so I took it, for St. Lucy's sake. If she's a saint to swear by, let us lead. Our fathers plagued enough about our sons. He stroked his beardless chin. Yes, plagued, sir, plagued. The future generations lie on us as heavy as a nightmare of a seer. Our meat and drink grow painful prophecy. I ask you, have we leisure, if we liked, to hollow out our weary hands to keep your intermittent rushlights of the past from drops in bobbies? Wait, from drops in lobbies? Prejudice of sex and marriage law, the sockets drops him through while we two speak. However, may protest some over-delicate nostrils like your own, 'gainst odors thence arising. You are young, Sir Blaise objected. If I am, he said, with fire, though somewhat less so than I seem. The young run on before, and see the thing that's coming. Brilliant, I cry, in that new church for what which the world's near right. You'll have the younger in the elder chair, presiding with his ivory front, of hope over foreheads clawed by cruel carrion birds of life's experience. Pray your blessing, sir. Sir Blaze replied good-humoredly. I plucked a silver hair this morning from my beard, which left me your inferior. Would I were 18 and worthy to admonish you? If young men of your order run before the sea sights as sexual prejudice and marriage law dissolved in plainer words, a general concubinage expressed is a universal fluency. The thing is scarce worth running fast for. You gain by loitering with your elders. Ah, he said, who getting to the top of Pigsky Hill can talk with one at bottom of the view to make it comprehensible? Why, Lee himself, although our ablest man, I said, is scarce advanced to see as far as this. With some art, he taken up imperfectly the social question by one handle, leaves the rest to trail. A Christian socialist is Romney Lee, you understand. I disbelieve in Christian pagans, touch as you in women fishes. If we mix two colors, we lose both and make a third distinct from either. Mark you, to mistake a color is a sign of a sick brain. And mine, I think the saints is clear and cool. A neutral tint is here impossible. The church, and by the church, I mean, of course, the Catholic, Apostolic, Mother Church, draws lines as plain and straight as her own will, inside of which are Christians, obviously and outside dogs. We thank you. Well, I know the ancient Mother Church with fame still bite for all her toothless gums, as Lee himself would fain be a Christian still for all his wit. Past that, you too may settle it for me. You're slow in England. In a month I learnt at Göttingen enough philosophy to stock your English schools for 50 years. Past that too. Here alone I stop you short. Supposing a true man like Lee could stand unequal in the stature of his life to the height of his opinions, choose a wife because of a smooth skin? Not he, not he. He'd rail at Venus so for creaking above, unless she walked his way of righteousness. And if he takes a Venus meretrix, no imputation on the lady there. Be sure that by some sleight of Christian art he has metamorphosed and converted her to a blessed virgin. Soft, Sir Blaze drew breath as if it hurt him. Soft, no blasphemy, I pray you. The first Christian did the thing. Why not the last? Asked he of Göttingen, with just that shade of sneering on the lip. Compensates for the lacking of the beard. And so the case is. If that fairest fair is talked of as the future wife of Lee, she's talked of too, at least as certainly as Lee's disciple. You may find her name on all his missions and commissions, schools, asylums, hospitals. He had her down with other ladies whom her starry lead persuaded her fears to his country place in Shropshire, to the famed phalanstery at Lee Hall, Christianized from Boyer's own. in which he has planted out his sapling stalks of knowledge into social nurseries, and there they say she has tarried half a week, and milked the cows, and churned, and pressed the curd, and said, my sister, to the lowest drab of all the assembled castaways, such girls, sided with them at the washing tub. Conceive, Sir Blaze, those naked perfect arms, round glittering arms, plunged elbow deep in suds, like wild swans hid in lilies of a shake. Uh-oh. Oh no, sorry about that, you all. My hand bumped it. I'm drinking my water, not my hand, my elbow bumped it, and it knocked it off. Okay, now how to scroll back up there, y'all. Hold on for a minute, and okay. Okay, okay. I found it now, and I'm sorry about that, you all. Okay. Lord Howe came up. What, talking poetry? So near the image of the unfavoring muse? That's you, Miss Lee. I watched you half an hour, precisely as I watched a statue called a palace in the Vatican. You mind the face, Sir Blaze? Intensely calm and sad, as wisdom cut it off from fellowship. But bit, but that spoke louder, not a word from you. And these two gentlemen were bold, I marked, and unabashed by you, even your silence. Ah, said I, my dear Lord Howe, you shall now speak to a printing woman who has lost her place, the sweet, safe corner of the household fire behind the heads of children. Compliments if she were a woman. We who have clipped the curls before our eyes may see at least as plain as men do. Speak out, man to man. No compliments, beseech you. Friend to friend, let that be. We are sad tonight, I saw. Good night, Sir Blaze. Ah, Smith, he has slipped away. I saw you across the room and stayed, Miss Lee, to keep a crowd of lion hunters off, with faces toward your jungle. There were three. A spacious lady, 5 feet 10 and fat, who has a devil in her, not there's room, and there's who has a devil in her, and there's room for walking to and fro upon the earth, from Chippewa to China. She requires your autograph upon a tended leaf, twixt queen pomars, and imperial soliloquies. Pray give it. She has energies, though fat. For me, I'd rather see a, a rick on fire than such a woman angry, than a youth fresh from the backwoods, green as the underboughs, asks modestly, Miss Lee to kiss your shoe, and adds he has an epic in 12 parts, which when you read, you'll do it for his boot. All which I save you and absorb next week, both manuscript and man, because a lord is still more potent than a poetess with any extreme Republican. Ah, ah, you smile at last then. Thank you. Leave a smile. I'll lose the thanks for it. And throw you in, my transatlantic girl with golden eyes that draws you to her splendid whiteness as a pistol of a water lily draws a dust with gold. Those girls across the sea are tyrannously pretty, and I swore she seemed to me an innocent frank girl to bring her to you for a woman's kiss. Not now, but on some other day or week. We'll call it perjury. I give her up. No, Breener, now, said he, you make it hard to touch such goodness with a grimy palm. I thought to tease you well and fret you cross and steel myself, were rightly vexed with you, for telling you a thing to tease you more. Of Romney? No, no, nothing worse, he cried, of Romney Lee than what is buzzed about, that he is taken in an ice strap too, like many half as wise. The thing I mean refers to you, not him. Refers to me? He echoed. Me? You sounded like a stone dropped down a dry well very listlessly by one who never thinks about the toad alive at the bottom. Presently, perhaps, you'll sound your me more proudly till I shrink. Lord, how's a toad then in this question? Bry, we'll take it graver. Give me sofa room and quiet hearing. You know it, Eglinton. John Eglinton of Eglinton in Kent. Is he the toad? He's rather like the snail, known chiefly for the loot hounds upon his back. Divide the man and hounds. You kill the man. That's Eglinton of Eglinton. Lord, how? Mhm. Mhm. Okay. 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 Mhm. He answered grave, a reputable man, an excellent landlord of the olden stamp, if somewhat slack in new philanthropies, who keeps his birthdays with a tenant's thanks, is hard upon them when they miss the church, or hold their children back from catechism, catechism, but not ungentle when the aged poor pick sticks at hedge sides. Nay, I heard him say, the old dame has a twinge because she stoops. That's punishment enough for felony. Oh, tender-hearted landlord, may I take my long lease with him when the time arrives for gathering winter faggots? He likes art, buys books and pictures of a certain kind. Neglects no patent duty, a good son. To a most obedient mother, born to wear his father's shoes, he wears her husband's too. Indeed, I've heard his touching. Dear Lord Howe, you shall not praise me so against your heart, when I'm at worst for praise and faggots. Be less bitter with me, for in short, he said, I have a letter which he urged me so to bring you. I could scarcely choose but yield. insisting that a new love passing through the hand of an old friendship caught from it some reconciling odor. Love, you say? My lord, I cannot love. I only find 'tis rhyme for love, and that's not love, my lord. Take back your letter. Pause, you'll read it first. I will not read it. It is stereotype, the same he wrote to anybody's name. Anne Blyth, the actress, who, when she died so true, a duchess fainted in a private box. Pauline the dancer, after the great pass, in which her little feet winked overhead like other fireflies in a maze of pit, or Baldinassi, when her eth in alt had touched the silver tops of heaven itself with such a pungent spirit dart, the queen laid softly each to each her white gloved palms and sighed for joy, or else I think your friend, our Lee, when some indifferent rhymes, like those a boy sang around the holy ox, on Memphis highway, chanced perhaps to set our Apis public lowing. Oh, he wants, instead of any worthy wife at home, a star upon the stage of Eglinton. Advise him that he is not overshrewd, and being so little modest. A drop star makes a bitter waters, says a book I read, and there's his unread letter. My dear friend, Lord Howe began, in haste I tore the phrase. You mean your friend of Eglinton or me? I mean you, he answered with some fire. A happy life means prudent compromise. Okay. Uh-oh. What happened here? Okay. 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 The tar. Wait. The tear ran through the farmer's garnered sheaves. But though the gleaner's apron holds pure wheat, we count her poorer. Tear with wheat, we cry, and good with drawbacks. You love your art, and certain of vocation, set your soul on utterance only. In this world we have made, they say God made it first, but if he did, 'twas so long since, and since we have spoiled it so, he scarce would know it, if he looked this way. From hells we preach of with the flames blown out, in this bad, twisted, topsy-turvy world, where all the heaviest wrongs get uppermost, in this even on fostering England here, where ledger strokes and sword strokes count indeed, but soul strokes merely tell upon the flesh they strike from. It is hard to stand for art unless some golden tripod from the sea be fished up by Apollo's divine chance. To thrones such feet as yours, my prophetess at Delphi, think the god comes down as fierce as 20 bloodhounds, shakes you, strangles you, until the oracular shriek shall ooze in froth. At best, it is not all case, at worst, too hard. A place to stand on is a vantage gained, and here's your tripod. To be plain, dear friend, you're poor except in what you richly give. You labor for your own bread painfully, or ere you pour our wine for our art sake purse. Pause. I answer slow, as some wayfaring man who feels himself at night too far from home makes steadfast face against a bitter wind. Is art so less a thing than virtue is? That artists first invest, okay, that artists first must enter for their ease, or ever they make issue past themselves to generous use? Alas, and is it so that we, who would be somewhat clean, must sweep our ways as well as walk them, and no friend confirm us nobly? Leave results to God, but you be clean? What? Prudent compromise makes acceptable life? You say instead, you, Lord Howe, in things indifferent will, for instance, compromise the wheaten bread for rye, the meat for lentils, silk for serge, and sleep on down, if needs, for sleep on straw. But there, in compromise, I will not hate one artist's brain on straw or down, my lord, nor pinch my liberal soul, though I be poor, nor cease to love high, though I live thus low. So speaking with less anger in my voice than sorrow, I rose quickly to depart, while he, thrown back upon the noble shame of such high stumbling nature, murmured words, the right words after wrong ones. Ah, the man is worthy, but so given to entertain impossible plans of superhuman life. He sets his virtues on so raised a shelf to keep them at the grand millennial height. He has to mount a stool to get at them, and meantime lives on quiet the common way with everybody's morals. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna stop right there, and I should be finishing up the fifth book next Saturday. Okay, let me mark it down so I'll remember this. Okay, 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 okay. I love English with Derek Browning and Robert Browning. Those are my two favorite poets, and I have others too. But okay, and Shakespeare too. Okay, now okay. In today's poetic form we're going to discuss, I found this on writersdigest.com, and it's called ABC Darian, and it's spelled ABECEDARIUM. Okay. ABC Darian is an alphabetical acrostic form. The rules are pretty simple. It's an acrostic form that uses a different letter of the alphabet in order for the beginning of each line. No rules on rhyming, solo count, or topics. And I think that the challenge to write, because I'm going to AP, you start each line with that be the challenge. I'd like to try that, but I haven't had a chance this week. I've been so busy. Okay, that'd be a good one to try. Okay, and you can find, you go on writersdigest.com and on look up Robert Brewer on there, and he has about over 160, I think it was, a different poetic form on there too. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to talk about today's word is Hansel. It's spelled Hansel, and we're not talking about Hansel and Gretel, the fairy tale either. Okay. This is origin is Old Norse in the 14th century, and I'm finding this word on worddaily.com. You can go on there and sign up, and you can get a word in your email every single day, a different word. Okay. And this one has two different okay, the first definition is a noun. A gift given for good luck or at the beginning of the year or to mark an acquisition or the start of an enterprise. Two, the first installment of a payment. Okay. Next, a verb. It also can be a verb, and definition as a verb is one, give a handle to. Number two, inaugurate something, especially by being the first to try it. Example in a sentence, his boss likes to welcome new team members with a handle of a get to know you lunch. Uh, this word has nothing to do with the fairy tale of Hansel and Gretel. Instead, the word Hansel, Hansel, sometimes spelled Handsel, comes from the Old Norse word Hansel, Handsal, which means giving of the hand to seal a promise. Okay, and that was the end of that. Okay, okay, I was going to read some of my poetry today, but I didn't get the chance to get it out because I've been okay, been busy. So okay. Oh, I do have some before I go on announcements. Okay, we're going to have the potpourri now, and if anybody wants to come on and read your poetry, you are welcome. So let me put in okay the link to get in here in the studio with me. Okay, um, 10, 8, 8, 2, 3. Okay, okay, and now let me get it in here in the Facebook. I put it on the YouTube. Now I'm gonna put it on okay, we have a new one. We have somebody new come on. Welcome Silva Pereira Nelma. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Okay. Now I'm gonna put in the comments in the chat for on my personal page the link to get into the studio. Okay. Um, um, okay. Okay. I put on my personal page on the chat on the on the link. Okay. Now I'll put it in the Portrait Club too. Okay. Um, 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 okay. 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 I got in all three places. Okay. 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 You can either copy and paste the link into the address bar to get into the studio with me, or you can just um type it in there in the address bar, or click on it, and it should take you right in there into the studio with me. Okay. And while we're waiting, I'd like to give some announcements first. There's something I would like to share with y'all since this is a potpourri, and it don't have to be like potpourri. I mean, like poetry. So I thought, okay, I want to share. There are three channels I like on YouTube, and I follow them, and I don't always get to read everything and listen to everything they say. I don't have time. If y'all would like to hear what current news is going on and more than what the reporters are telling you, and she tells the truth, and she let everybody know the truth, what's going on. You can believe her. Her name is called Squirrel Tribe. That's her YouTube channel. SQUIRREL and capital Tribe, capital TRIBE. And I think it's all going to be in one word when you look it up on YouTube. And and I know a lot of times and she tells more than the truth. And I think it's very important that she does her homework. She really searches everything before she talks about it. So believe so I think it's very interesting to go to see what she has to say. Okay. And then you can check it out yourself. So because I like it don't mean you like it. We all have our own opinions. Right now she's talking about that Mau fires, what is going on there. She's thinking we have the right to know. And she does live in the United States. She does her homework. She does a lot of searching. And you got Troy Black. And Troy Black, capital TROY, capital BLACK. He's a Christian YouTuber and a prophetic voice. And check him out. He'll tell you what God has told him or the Holy Spirit. and you'll find out different prophecies if you like to hear that. And I believe him too. I have studied him and searched him. I believe what he has to say, but that's my opinion. But what I believe might not you believe, and it's okay too. It's okay if you don't believe me, you disagree with me. It's okay because we have the right to disagree with each other, and still, we have that right, and I understand. And then we had the one called the Max, capital THE, and then capital MAC, apostrophe S. He's like more like a prepper, and you can learn a lot from him. He lives in Mississippi, I think it is, here in the United States, and he has a large family, a wife, and a lot of kids, and they do like farming, and they tell you how to live. If you have something happen, you don't have any power or anything. So that's very interesting to learn too. So them three, I should like to share that with you, but not everybody's going to agree with me, and that's okay too. It's okay. Okay, and okay, we have somebody else listening to. Welcome, Jason. T. Timma. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here, and I hope I am pronouncing your name right. If I'm not, I apologize to you. Okay. And if you all would like to come on to the show and read your poetry, or you can, if you want to sing or you got an instrument you want to play, you can do that too. Or if you got any comments or have something to say, you can come on the studio and come on with me. I do have the links in the YouTube, on my personal page, and on the Poetry Club. So you can go through any of that to get to the studio. Okay. Okay. Another announcement. Um, I'm going to do the Poetry Club joins 100,000 Poets for Change 2023 this year again. And Nat Winnett is my co-host. We both going to host together. And I already asked her last year, I think it was, to host with me every year. So she will be hosting with me every year. If you would like to join, let me know. You can get in touch with me on Facebook or my personal page and say, hey, I would like to join. And you can be a poet, musician, singer, photographer, artist, what any of that you can be, and etc. Okay, and that's when it wants anybody who wants to join to join, submit a short bio note and one headshot, so she can publish it on her magazine official website. And she said, please include links to your published works in your bio. Excuse me, you all. Send to NAXAPOETESS at yahoo.com. And okay, and remember, the shows are documented and archived at the Stanford University in California. That will still be. And if you want to say something about Michael Rosenberg, if you know he passed away last year, and if you want to honor, we're going to honor him too. If you know him, you want to have something to say, you can write a poem on him, write about him too, and say something about him and tribute to him. And also the okay, and the theme will be justice, peace, and sustainability. And Michael Rosenberg said that a while back. A couple of years ago. He wants that to be the theme every year now, from now on. Justice, peace, and sustainability. Okay. If you want to check it out, you can go to 100tpc.org and check that website out. And Terry Carrion is his wife. If you want to know more, you can get in touch with her too, Terry Carrion. Because Terry Carrion and Michael Rothenberg, they both founded the 100,000 Poets for Change. And that's been several years ago. Okay. And for that, we're going to, I'm hoping we can have three poems apiece, but I know that we won't be able to have time for that. No more than that. So should have three pieces ready if you want. But if you don't want that, that's okay. You can read one, whether it's you want to sing or read a poem. Either way, okay, y'all welcome to do that. Okay. If you have any Okay, what we do is like we did last year, do it around the robin and we rotate. We take turns reading. That's how we do it. Okay. And I will have the Zoom link later on for you all. Okay. If you have any more questions, let me know. You can get in touch with me. Let me know. Okay. And Amadia the Great, or Craig Kirkland, his show is back. Yay. His first show will be back on tomorrow at 5 o'clock p.m. our time. And Jamaica, it was 6 o'clock, I think Jamaica time is. Either 6 or 4. But here in the United States, it's going to be 5 o'clock Eastern time, or in the Eastern Standard Time. Okay. And the guest is going to be Jillian Murray. And Jillian Murray lives in the United States. And she's going to be on there, and she's an entrepreneur. She'll be on the show, and I think she's still sponsoring him. And Balad, he's in the United States. He's going to be on. And Chile is in the United States. And Mark Ross from Jamaica. They're all guests of the Tell Them Precisely show with Amadia the Great. Or you say the TDP show with Amadia the Great. Okay, you can see that. Okay, that'll be tomorrow at 5 p.m. Okay. All right, we got someone here to read. Okay, we have we have a comment. I have to go back on here and let's see who it is, because it just says Facebook user and okay. Okay, Joyce. Hello, Joyce. Okay, I'm sending that right to you too, Joyce. Thank you and welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show, and it's an honor to have you here. Thank you, Joyce, for being here. Okay. 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 And okay, we have a poet, yay! And okay, I should know her by Star. Her name is Renee Cryer, but I should call her Star Portress. That is that's her stage name, and she is here on stage, and she is awesome. You have to hear her. Okay, you ready, Star, to come on? Okay.
Hi, how are you doing?
Mhm. Um.
Can you hear
Hello,
me?
Star. Welcome. Yes, I can hear you really good.
How are you doing?
Welcome to the Portrait Club. I'm doing good.
I'm
Oh
glad to
yes,
hear
I
that.
can go on the yes, I can go on the let me go on the settings, and I can they got this new thing now where if where any background noise you have, I can um I think it was a mic setting. I think that was it. Um yes, it's already on there. Oh no, here it is. Okay, there it goes. Cause nobody else would hear it out there in okay. And welcome to the Portrait of Saturday Night Show. It's on here. Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I just was checking out the
Uh
background.
oh, what
You know,
happened?
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you all right. Yeah, yeah, I
I
can
was
hear you really good.
I was just checking out the
Yes.
background to see if there was something I wanted to change it to, but I don't like the way it just makes your head kind of look like it's floating in air when you're in those fake backgrounds. So I decided to leave my background as is. I'm going to read a poem that
Okay.
I wrote called Heart Song. Um, it was, it's basically when I got home from surgery and I had to go to my follow up appointment the week after. And I have steps because I
Mm-hmm.
live in a mobile home. So I can't put weight on my foot that I had surgery on. So I was having to walk,
Mm-hmm.
like scoop my butt up the steps, like you did when you were a kid. And so my husband and my youngest was laughing,
Yes.
but they were laughing in a good way, not laughing, making fun of me. And so uh, I was talking to my director. Her name is Regan Kirk for Tastefully Simple. And I was telling her, I said, laughter is my heart song. And so
Mm-hmm.
that's why I wrote this piece, Heart Song. As I climbed the step like a spider on its back, they laughed. It wasn't the laughter of mockery. It was a laughter that makes the heart sing. They heard tales of it happening before, scooting up each step on my butt. They hadn't seen it, though. Surprised I didn't make it to tomorrow's newest reel. Today's latest news, Mom scoots up on her butt upstairs. Details at 6. As I was listening to them laugh, it was like my heart was singing, making the struggle worth every miserable step. A bike beside me, beating me to the door. My son opens it. Yep, I crawled inside. Out of breath, they stopped laughing. My heart, singing in my heart stopped. I just wanted to hear it one more time. That is the greatest sound ever. The laughter of my men. A giggle here, a giggle there is nothing like the laughter of the heart song. And that's that piece.
Wow, that is beautiful. I like that.
Thank
Wow.
you.
Wow.
it,
Thank
wa-
you.
it was
You're welcome.
I was definitely a sight
Welcome.
trying to crawl up those steps. Because when my husband and son was trying to help me up the steps, it was harder on me to try to get up that way than it was me just scooting up on my butt.
Yes. Wow.
So
Wow.
that's what
Mhm.
that piece was about.
Wow.
Um,
Are you doing better? And I've been praying for you.
Thank you. I
Mhm.
appreciate it.
God
And I have been doing better. I
very
get
welcome.
pains here and there, but as long as I keep ice on it like I'm supposed to ice it 20 minutes every 2 hours, which is hard for me to remember to do. But if I do that, then it doesn't hurt as bad because
Wow.
I asked the doctor not to give me pain pills, and the
Mm.
reason why is because I see so many people getting addicted on pain pills, and I have an addictive personality, so I don't even want to risk the chance. So I'm like, nope, no pain pills.
Hmm. I
This
blame
is
you
kind of
there.
one that I wrote. It's called My New Normal. Um,
Okay.
it's basically uh,
Mhm.
anybody that knows me knows I've been sick all my life. So when I start feeling better, it makes me feel kind of off because I'm not used to that part of my life feeling better. Whether it's usually it's a physical feeling better, but I'm not used to it because I've been sick all my
Yes.
life. So this is called my new normal. When my day is supposed to be normal, I feel off,
Mhm.
dizzy, feeling off. It seems like my new normal feels a bit off. I know I'm supposed to feel good, but I don't. My brain feels like it's going to explode, shakes like a drug addict gone cold turkey. I don't know why I feel this way. My formerly low blood pressure is normal. My heart feels like it's racing during the normal. My new normal. I don't feel good. My new normal stinks. I wish it felt better. My head feels light. It feels like it's full of helium, floating as tied to a live wire. I am that live wire. Please set me free from the dizziness. If this is my new normal, I don't want it to be me. And that's that piece.
Wow. Wow. That is wow. I enjoy.
Yeah,
Wow.
because
That's a great one. Wow.
having regular blood pressure instead of low blood pressure just feels weird because I'm so not used to it. All my life, I've had low blood pressure. So it just
Yes.
feels weird. It feels weird.
Mhm.
My new normal feels weird. So I just have to get used to it. It's only been for a couple of months, so I'm
Yes.
still in the adjustment period of it.
Yes. Okay. Wow. You're very talented. And
Thank you.
anyone out there, if you hear her, y'all should check her out. And I think you also have books out, don't you? You have
Yeah,
poetry books out there? Oh,
if you look up Janet Renee Cryer on Amazon, you'll see that I have books out there, poetry books. Yeah,
'cause I realize I haven't bought your book yet. Wow, Janet. Okay.
yeah, Janet Renee Cryer. Whenever I do anything that is of a legal sense, I always put my first name, but everybody knows me by either Star Poetress or Renee Cryer. My sister's Janice and I'm
Right.
Janet and I'm hard of hearing, so I always just went by my middle name, Renee.
Hmm. Okay. And y'all check her out and check her books out. And she is an awesome, phenomenal poet.
Thank you.
Okay. And
Thank you.
you're very welcome. And if you want, you can. I would love to have you to join the Poetry Club. Joins 100,000 Poets for Change 2023. It'll
I
be
would
on
like to do
September.
that. I would like to do that.
Yes.
If you
Oh,
could inbox me some more information, I'm doing
yes.
my
I
best.
will.
I'm actually in a contest, not a contest, but kind of like this challenge of writing 50,000 words for the month August 17th to September 17th. I'm only
Yes.
about at 1,000 right now because surgery has really put me back. But
Wow.
so I have a long ways to go, and having another challenge would help.
Wow. Yes. Okay. That'd be awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. We're going to have a lot of people if they all said they're going to be there. Because I know a lot of people said they're going to be there, but something happened they couldn't make it. But we're going to have a lot of them, be there.
Yes,
Okay.
and that's
Okay.
what we're here for. Is our words are our testimony, and our words are our gift from God.
Yes, it sure is. Yep. Mhm. And
Okay, well,
remember,
I'm going
yeah,
to step
uh,
back and continue to enjoy the show. I just wanted to jump in, say hi because I love you, Noreen. You're an awesome artist with your
thanks.
wordsmith. Um, and I just really appreciate all that you do for the community and for your friends, and even for those that you don't know very well. You're always there for people, and I wanted to be here for you.
Thank you very much, Star. That means a lot to me. Thank you.
You
Okay.
have a blessed night.
Yeah, blessed night too. Oh, y'all, we both are there's another uh site like with well, it's not exactly like Facebook. It's different. It's called MeWe. Um, capital capital WE. Go check it out. We both are on there.
Yes. And Noreen is going to have a Tastefully Simple party on there. I know that's not poetry related, but
Yes,
it's you related. So I wanted to announce that.
yes, Oh, my brother made it. Hello, Dickie. Welcome. Hello, Dickie. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, if y'all want to have a tastefully, simply, if y'all want to come, y'all invited. I'm having that tastefully, simply party on MeWe.com. I think it is. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to
Cause
let you
I'm
go. I'm
well.
going to continue to listen, and you have a blessed night.
Okay. You have a blessed night too, and thank you very much for being here. Okay. Anyone else would like to come on? Y'all welcome to come on here. And that was Star Portress, aka Renee Cryer. Okay. And okay. And while we're waiting, let me see about okay. Uh, oh wow. Okay, we have somebody else on too. Gloria Navarro. Welcome Gloria Navarro to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you. And she said, have a wonderful day. And that was her right there. She said, have a wonderful day. Okay. Thank you, Gloria. And I hope you have a wonderful day too. Okay. Okay. If anybody wants to come on, the link is right there where you can come into the studio. You click on it, or you can just copy and paste it and put it right there in the address bar. Okay. And okay. And the other announcements are okay. Renee Nostalgia on YouTube channel. Franco Flavius and Max Winnett has a show called The Real Stuff, and Francine have a show called The Real Stuff Podcast, The Poetry Corner, every Friday from 11 a.m. to noontime. Okay. And Gina Storm, Brother O, Enigmatic, and Nina Purple has a show Monday nights called Voices Behind the Pens on talkshoe.com /show /poet radio station at 9 p.m. every Monday night. And Gina Storm have something going on the clubhouse.com. You can get it was on your app, on your phone app. You can every night of the week. Okay. And check her out. If you want to call in your poetry, you can read your poetry on Voices Behind the Pen. So call in. And Nyla Alicia has a show called Speakeasy Cafe every Thursday night from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Blog Talk Radio. And that's Gary Light, one of our favorite shows. And if you want to call in and you can call in and you can read your poetry there too. Okay. And Honey Holly has a show on Outworld Fleet Radio Station every Sunday and Wednesday night at 11 p.m. through midnight Eastern Standard Time on called Poetic Expressions. It's a pre-recorded show, and she also is a life coach, and I can confirm that she is a life coach, and she is very qualified. So if you need a life coach, you get in touch with Honey Holly, and she also has albums out too. You can get in touch with her on that, and she sells make keychains and oils too. You can get in touch with her if you want to get any. Okay. And I already talked about Craig Kirkland. Yeah, I already talked about him. And there okay, there was an um okay, Okay. Oh yeah, I'm working on and working on another calendar for 2024, and I already began working on it. And I'm thinking about because with Streamyard, I have Stream because I'm doing using Streamyard. Well, you all can. I'm thinking that when I get that done, and I'm thinking about having a drawing on here. But you know what? Instead of you all have to be on here because Streamyard has their own wheel where it has their own wheel like where everybody who wants to be in the drawing they have to be here to be entered into it. You should put a your name up there that you want to be in it. Well, on the chat you have to be so I'll explain to you when we do it. But I'm thinking about it. To do, you have to be here to win, and then I'm going to be for the calendar. But I'm thinking about it so far. Okay, I should thought let y'all know, and I'm working on it, and I'm working on another project for um ko-fi.com. I know a lot of you rather deal with me personally. If you rather get it through me directly, you can. So if you want to pre-order calendars, you sure can. I actually don't have the pictures of it yet or how it is. I should got the idea of how the calendar is going to be. I'm still working on it, so I would let y'all know. And I'm working on other projects too. Okay, and I would let y'all know. Okay. Anybody wants to come on here? Have you have any announcements, or you want to read your poetry, or you want to come on here, have anything to say, or even if you want to sing, you can sing too, or just want to talk. Come on in, and hit on the link. Click on the link and come right in. You're very welcome to. And okay, okay. I'll give you a few more minutes. Ziggy, do you want to come on? Kim, Joyce, Doreen. Who else was here? Gloria, Gloria, Dave, um, anyone else wants to come on? You just heard from Star. Anyone else wants to come on? Um, okay. And oh yes, like me, like Star and I was talking about MeWe. Y'all have to check it out because as you all know, if y'all seen my site on my page on Facebook, my personal page, I was talking about how Facebook took a lot of my links out of my of the Tupperware. They don't allow you to do that anymore. I guess not. They took a whole bunch of them away. It took the video away. So now I think of doing. I'm still going to do it on there on Facebook, but I'll see if I have success somewhere else, like MeWe, somewhere else. Mm-hmm. But so if you all want to get anything from Tupperware, let me know. But you have to be from the United States and Canada to get anything, to order anything from Tupperware, because the Tupperware I belong to is only for the United States and Canada, and there is Tupperware in other countries. I don't know how they operate, so you have to get in touch with whatever country you're from, what you're from, and more about their Tupperware. Okay. 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 Anyone to come? I'll give you all some more give you all more time. Um. Oh yes. I didn't get. Oh yes. I'm still waiting on Never Give Up because he got me into because his friend is a head of he does his own magazine. It's music, a magazine with music, but I get to be in there and be in be in their magazine and it's supposed to come out this end of this month, so I'll let y'all know. And I haven't heard that. I should know it's gonna be this sometime this week, end of this month. And I made it into Bill's Bill Peters Senior anthology, The Armchair. So my poem will be in there, and I also my essay also made it into um. A star said, "Woo hoo! How awesome! Send a link. I got more information." Okay, I sure will, Star. Okay, I sure will. I think I had like 2 pages. I think 2 pages in Never Gives Up Friends magazine. Okay. And then Armchair, I got one poem in there. And then my essay made it into the 100,000 Poets for Change, their book for 10 plus years. I forget exact name of it, but it's already out in in Amazon, and I have to get the link so I can show it to you all and put it up there, and so y'all can okay so y'all can order it if you want. Okay. I'm getting I'm getting a copy from the other's copy. I mean the contributor's copy because I was a contributor, so I'm getting. So it's already out, and I'm going to be in the be in there at the video launch. So I haven't heard any more word. As soon as I heard more word, I'll let y'all know. It's going to be on September 24th. I was invited to the book launch, and I'm going to be in there too. And so is Rita. And if you haven't heard of Rita, she's in the Portrait Club too, and she's here now in the States, and she's been coming to the 100,000 Poets for Change of last year and all that, and the other years. And she made an essay too in the book, and I think she will be there on the 24th of September too. And I will be there too. Okay, that is awesome. I'm glad I remembered that. I meant to mark that down, and oh no, and I forgot. But at least I remembered it to tell about it. Okay, and if any of y'all know more about Discord, please help me. I need some help with that because the theme is going to be peace, justice, and okay. Star said what is the theme this year for the 100,000 Poets for Change? It's going to be okay um justice, peace, and sustainability. Okay, and that is a theme this year. But you also can, and like Terry said, you can like Terry Chirion said, and that is uh Michael Rothenberg's wife. She said, with justice, going to be you're going to have that mixed in with compassion and all that. That will, you can't, and forgiveness, you know. Okay, and Star says sounds good. Yes, it does. Yep. Okay, and that was a book launch. That's the 24th, and on the 30th, we're going to have the Portrait Club joins 100,000 Poets for Change, and Maxwellette and I will be the host on there, hosting it. So I'll be looking forward to all y'all and all y'all to come on there and to go on. Okay. Mhm. So and okay. Let's see. Okay. Um, um, and there's other projects I'm working on too. Okay. And I will let y'all know when I finish them. Okay. But I can't wait for the calendar. It's 2024 calendar. I'm excited. It won't be the same poems I put in last year. And if y'all still want to buy the 2023 calendars, you can still do it. It's $20 for the calendar plus and plus the shipping. So get with me and I'll tell you the shipping handling shipping. Okay. So so I'm excited about it. It's easier to do this year because I already did the first one, the 2023. So I already found the template I wanted to use for the 2024 on Canva. And Star said I can't wait until 2024 comes out. Me too. I'm very excited. And I'm hoping to have time to work on it tonight. And I should try to figure out my main thing. I want to do the main cover first. You know, decide what to put on the cover. When I do that, then I'm gonna put it on because I want to enter the Ko-Fi, because Ko-Fi every month they have a new challenges. You can win money. You can win prizes on there. So I want to win. See, I already win one time because I won 3 months for them to be on my membership, and they was on my $10 membership tier for about 3 months, and it was so exciting. And so I won that. So so I'm hoping to win again, and I don't know what my chances are, but I'm going to put the cover of the 2024 up there. And this month, it ends on August 30th. And Star said that is awesome. Yes, it is. And it is. And I'm going to try put that up there, see if I can win. And because the challenge was you put up there for what are your work in progress? What are you working on? And this is the calendar I'll be working on. So if I can get the cover first, then I can go ahead and enter that into the challenge and put on I'll put on Twitter and put on Twitter and then put it on Ko-Fi, and then I'll share it with you all. But that's what thing I want to do first, so that I can show that to them, the cover. And I want to say live your dreams again, but I don't know if that's a, well, I'm going to say that again, live your dreams, but I'll have a different cover for it this time. Yep. Okay. Um, anybody else wants to come on here? Okay. Well, I think that's about it. Then, okay. And it's been awesome, y'all, see, have y'all here. And, Star said it will be the Live Your Dreams calendar series. Yeah, great idea. Thank you, Star. That's what I'll call it. The Live Your Dreams calendar series. Yeah, that's an awesome one. I like that. Okay. I'll call that again. Live Your Dreams Calendar Series. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, I might should write short instead of having the portrait I already have to put on there. I might should write short poems on about living your dreams calendar. Put it on there for each there instead of getting Jerry's and my poems on there. I mean, instead of getting the ones that we wrote already, I should write a short poems about live your dreams here. Yeah, that is a great. Yeah, that's what I'll do. But first, I'll get the and start. That is a great idea. Yes, and that's what I'll work on, and I'll work on that. First, I'll do the cover, and okay, that is a great idea. That's what I'll do. Wow. Okay, it's called Live Your Dreams Calendar Series. Yes. Okay. Okay, and I want to thank you all for being here. This has been an awesome show, and thank you, Star, aka Star Portraits, aka Renee Criers. Thank you for being here and coming here and reading your two poetry poems. And you go check her poetry out because she is awesome and phenomenal poet. And she's going to be on the 100,000 Poets for Change. You can also find her on MeWe.com, and you can find me on there too. We both are on there. Okay. And Star said, I enjoyed the show. Oh, thank you very much, Star. That means a lot. That means a lot to me. And Star said, blessing. Okay. Okay. And okay. And thank you, Star. And you can okay. And thank you all. And I wanna I couldn't remember everybody's name. Everybody was on here because some of them just showed up here that was watching, and then they didn't make no comment. So when they left, well, their name goes away. So I don't know who all was on here. I can't remember. So I should know a lot of y'all was on here. So thank you all. I want to thank everyone who been here on here tonight, and it's been a great show. And thank you all for If it wasn't for you all, I wouldn't have a show. And I want to thank Doreen and Mark Brunner. They're my cousins, and I want to thank them because one time I was going to quit the show because I thought I didn't think any because one time there was nobody coming on here, and I thought, well, it's no use having it. But I was still going to do the drawing, raffle drawing. Would never quit that. But then Doreen said, and Mark said, begged me, please don't quit. We love your show. We want to be. We want to hear. So I want to thank Doreen and Mark for telling me not to give up, not to give up. So I'm glad I didn't. I'm loving the show, and it don't matter how many people are in there. I'm enjoying this. I love doing this. I love reading from Shakespeare. I love reading from Elizabeth Barrett Browning or any other books. I love doing this. This is, this keeps me going, and this is like you know, and I'm enjoying myself. I love it. And so, and the bonuses, I enjoy what I'm doing. And I enjoy doing this. And you know what? And the bonuses is, my bonuses would be you all coming on here and listening to the show, or coming on reading your poetry, or just talking to come up here, and that's what keeps, and that is a bonus, and I should love it. And Star said you should not give up on your dream. That's right, Star. Never give up. Right. Not give up on your dream. Thank you, Star, for that. And I love doing that. And I'm still working on that book, on my sixth book. It's called what was it called now? Oh. I got the folder right here of a list of it's called Letters to Heaven for My Gary. Okay. And okay. What do I got book I thought I had 6 books out. What 5 books out. Then why does it give book 5? I got it right here. I'll tell you all the this is oh. This is all the book. Oh, I do have 5 books. Okay. Okay, this is my very first one. You'll learn to love me. And this is not in my name now, Noreen Snyder. Gary and I were not married at that time. He helped me. He helped with the cover. And this was published America. And this was the only one that was published America. And Jerry took this picture of me right there. And I still got a whole bunch of them left. So if anybody ever wants to purchase for $10, and you can, and okay, and wait, and this is my second book and Gary's first book, and this one Gary and I did together, 2 hearts in one. We did this together, Gary and I. Okay, mhm. Okay, okay, and the third one is the Aura of Truth. Mhm. Okay, these are Gary's second one and my third one. Okay, this one we did the two the 100,000 poets for change in 2016, and this one Gary had the 2017. I forget now, but we did this at when he after he had the stroke. Yeah, and this is my fourth one, and Gary's wait. This is my my fourth one and Gary's third one. Right before we got this out, right before he passed away, reflections of our inner beings. Okay, and our last one, Gary passed away after this was out, so he never got to see this one. But we was going to put this out anyway before he passed away. We was going to do it in Valentine's Day in 2019, but he never made it to see it. So I didn't. I had to put it away, and I got it out in 221, I think it was. 2021. It took me a while, and it's called Now and Forever: Our Love and Other Love Poems. Okay, okay, and that was my fifth one and Gary's fourth one. Okay, and Stars said I remember when y'all started talking and got together. When we got together, this is before we had I had a computer. We didn't have no computer. I didn't own one. He didn't. He had these old timer one, but we met at the sports bar in Lake Wells. That's when we got together, and he's the one who taught me. Gary taught me how to bring up the computer and shutting it down, and he taught me how to use a mouse because I remember how scared I was. I told him he bought me my first typewriter, and he told me that I told him I'll stick to my typewriter and he can do the computer, but he still taught me, and I got used to it, and I loved it. Um, and Star said I was thinking it was on Nyla's show. Oh no, we was already together when we got on Nyla's show. Yeah, we was already together. Yeah, we was already together. Um, um, cause see, we were doing on Oh, what was his name? Our first one we went to wasn't Nyla's. It was some oh, how I can't want to forget his name. Rick Looper's show. Rick Looper, but he was only on there like once a month at that time. And Gary and I both want to do more. You know, we so he was on there that time with me too. Rick Looper and Gary and I we both wanted more. So we found Nyla that one time on a Thursday night. Um, was we married then? Yes, we was already married by the time we was already married when we got on Nyla's show. Yeah. Mhm. And then okay, and the first time we listened to it, I told Gary I'll go ahead and go on, but he didn't go on it right away. So yeah. Um when we got on Nyla's show, we was living right here where we at now. Yeah. Because Jerry and I met in 1998. We met on 1998, and that's what our get together anniversary we have every year, and that was November 21st of 1998, and we got married on February the 4th, 2007. Mm-hmm. Oh wait, or 2008? No, wait a minute. I was still no, it was 2008. Yes, we got married in sorry, y'all. We got married in 2008. February the 4th, 2008. Yeah. And we didn't get on Nyla's show till around 2010 or something like that. Okay. And and then he got and Star said, "When did you start Nyla's show?" I think we went on Nyla's show in 2010. I think it was in 2010 when we started going on Nyla's show. I think it was. You see, Gary bought our first computer in 2000. We went in 2000, and okay, and he taught me how to. Okay, he bought it because we was going to do stocks, so he got me to study stocks. I took every class that you could think of to know all about stocks and about shares, and about buying them. I took classes and I got certificates in them. But then he told me he realized we don't have the money to do it. So he said, but I'm glad we still bought the. Then I realized, wow. And I got into the. I told him, well, you can get poetry on the computer? So, wow. And I was so surprised, to find poetry. I said, wow. And then and on our first computer was a Windows Me, and that was the best computer ever on there. It's a Windows Me, best Windows. It had on there we when we got so we bought it at Walmart, and we were there all day long. See, when Jerry's decided to buy something, he don't buy it just like that. He studies everything, and that's what I like about him. We don't just buy impulse. So um, so I think we had to go back there more than. Well, anyway, he ended up changing. Decided to buy that. It took us all day, I think. And people was wondering what are we up to because we'd be there all day long, much as we could. And and when we going to check it out, and that man who was there, he said that shouldn't be here. He was shocked because it was that computer was meant for us. Wow, and I fell in love with that. I not fell in love with it when I found out. Um, yes. Um, and Star said, "I loved Windows Me. Me too. Yep, I loved it too. We both did. That was the best one. And what I liked about it was, it had oh, what was it? Where you can put your own, have your own website. So I decided, well, since we're not going to do stocks, I decided to learn how to do a website. It took me 2 weeks to learn it and 2 weeks to put a website out. But then later on, they decided, oh, Trellix or something like that. Well, anyway, they decided to sell it. Another company took over them, and then they didn't have that no more. You can do it for free, so I had to give it up. But it's still out there as a ghost website. I don't work on no more because I can't. But it's out there somewhere. It'll be on the archive. Oh, you can go on the archive.org. I remember seeing it there. You can go and look for the ghost website that's no longer available. You can. I saw it there. I remember that now, and I had fun with it. And I love. And I now I love creating websites. It's so much fun. I love it. Besides poetry, I love doing that. And back then, they had all kinds of things you can put on your website. They don't do that anymore. You can find. That's what I loved about it. All kinds of stuff, and now you can't do it. Like you can put get people into onto your website by putting a piano on there, and people can use their keyboard and play the piano or something like that, and or play the drums, all kinds of stuff, and you can do all kinds of things. Um, and Star said I made a candlelight website and sold that when I had Windows Me. Wow, that is awesome. Yep, yep. Windows Me was awesome. Yep, but what they had back then, they don't have it no more. Another thing too, I remember, and when we first got our book out, I got my book out in 2006. They have all kinds of things for the authors. They had this one where, wow, and I was a member of everything I could find, and you know what? It's gone. It's all free now. All that I joined back in them days, they're all gone. And most of that all gone. It's really sad because I was doing all this stuff and now they're all gone. It seemed like they disappeared. Yep. And Star said, "I know." Yep. It's a crying shame. I don't know if any of y'all heard of Yui. I like Yui. Yui was a website like Facebook, and I couldn't get into MySpace that well because I didn't, but Yui I did because you was getting paid for it. But I never got no money because it wasn't there long enough to get me to get making any money on there. But I enjoyed it because I made friends. I don't know what happened to them. I made friends on Yui. They all disappeared, and the very first website that Gary and I joined together would be I was a member of the Super Poetry website that belonged to Rick Lupert. That was the very first thing I seen about poetry was his website. And then I discovered the Starlight, and I discovered Starlight. I was a member of Starlight, and there was somebody there who sent me an invitation to join the Freedom of Speech. Oh my God! When Jerry saw that freedom of speech. He was a member of that too. We both were. That was our first website we was ever a member of together. Was the freedom of speech. And then Lady Pig gave it up. She's gonna make it that the best, the the better, the best and the biggest website you ever seen. And she had to pay out of her own pocket everything. And I guess I didn't realize that. And she finally gave it up. She couldn't afford it. And then when I got, then she disappeared on me. Oh, Sandra Corona. Um, Sandra Corona is the only one. She was on there too, freedom of speech, and she's the only one that I know on Facebook was part of the freedom of speech. And Lady Peg was on. I finally found her on Facebook, but she wasn't Lady Peg on there. And but she gave up her poetry. She gave up, and Gary told me she should leave her alone. She must, cause it looked like she got remarried. And Gary said she must not want to do poetry anymore, so should leave it alone. And so so somebody gives it up, you have to leave them alone. And she gave up all the art, and I mean, she was a phenomenal artist and phenomenal poetry poet. And she never, I don't think she ever had a book out. She should, because she told Gary and I we should have a poetry book out. And we listened to her and did. But since then, she has passed away. And I never got to give her one. But she didn't, I don't think she wanted it either. I think that she was getting away from poetry, period, and all kinds of art. I don't know why, but that's not my place to figure it out. I should know that she was a great artist and a great poet. Okay. And Star said, "I'm sorry she passed." Me too. She's awesome. Yep. And her son was on there too, and he was an awesome artist. You know. Yep. So okay. Okay. Anybody else wants to come on here and have anything to say? Okay. 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 Well, I'll talk to well, and it was it's an honor to. It wasn't for y'all, there would be no show because y'all wouldn't, So thank you all for coming and being here and being my supporter. And I want to support all y'all and thank y'all for supporting me and being here and being faithful, loyal to coming here every Saturday. And thank you all. Thank you all very much. Okay. And remember, you're never too old or too young to live your dreams. And don't ever give up. And I want to thank you all. And thank you all very much for being here. And oh yes, okay, I have something else to say. Remember last Saturday I told you all about this YouTube, a YouTube posting up there where a man was sitting in his car and he kept saying, "I'm going to sit here and wait," all that. He's going to commit suicide. And it looked like they showed something too. He showed something else too. And I told him, don't commute, don't do it, don't do it. You don't want to do it. Then somebody come along next day and wrote a comment and said, "Oh, this is a Tesla joke." I said, and I haven't said anything back to that person yet, but I want to because to me, suicide is not a joke. I don't understand the Tesla joke. I don't know what a Tesla is. Tesla, I think. I don't know what a Tesla is or what the Tesla joke is all about. It don't matter. To me, you don't joke about that. That's not a joke. And what do you all think about that? You all think that guy was in the wrong doing that? And I wasn't the only one that got scared, and somebody else too saying, "I don't do it." It was upsetting to me. I know anybody can put anything on there they want to, but still, I don't want to see anybody commit suicide, and it was all a joke. To me, if somebody does that, let's say somebody, after a while, somebody might say, "Oh, that's only a joke," and then it wasn't no joke. See where I'm coming from? So I don't think it should be. You should joke about it, because next time around, somebody is really serious going to do it, and they do it. But everybody thought, "Oh, only a joke." So I don't want to ever see that happen. And so okay, and Star said, "That's awful." It is. That is awful to do that. You know, and because you know what, I know when my first suicide attempt was when I was a teenager, and I know I'm glad I'd never succeeded. I tried several times, and I'm glad I'm here alive to not to do it. I'm glad I didn't succeeded. I'm thankful for that. So I guess I should want to save the world from doing it. I don't want to see nobody else doing it. If I can stop somebody, then it's worth it all to say, I hate seeing anybody doing it. I don't want anybody, because look at me. I'm so glad I'm still alive. If I succeeded when I was a teenager, I thought my life was over. I broke down. I was only like 16 at my world again when I was, too many times. But you know what? I'm happy now. I found Gary. I mean, I know he's still gone, but you know what? We had so many lives. We had so many years together. So I'm thankful for all the years we had together, me and Gary. So that was worth it all. And Star said, "I know too many that tried and too many that succeeded." Yes. I had a coworker where I used to work at. This is way before I met Gary, and she was the coworker. And you know what? And we worked together in nursery. Like a nursery, like. And we had to do pull the weeds out, and take off when they do the seeding, stuff like that. And we had to do all that, and there was no shade, so we were out in the sun. Anyway, she looked so happy all the time, and I thought, oh, I would love to be happy like she was, but I had no idea that she wasn't. She did on the phone talking to a guy. I won't say her name, but she she was a coworker, and she committed suicide on the phone talking to the man, and she put the gun to her mouth, and pulled the trigger. That was so awful. But you know what? I had no idea she had any problems. She looked so happy all the time. So you never know what people are going through, because they might, they could um show it on the outside that everything's all fine and daisy when it ain't. You can never tell. You never know. So we all have to be kind and help one another, because you don't know what anybody's going through, you know. And that's and okay. I better get off that subject, because okay. Okay, and thank y'all for being here. And I enjoyed the show. It's awesome. And I will be back next Saturday, same time at 5 o'clock. And Star wrote, I tried to. That is why I have the book. Believe ink, not love. Amen to that. Yes. Okay. Okay. Is that okay? Thank you, Star. I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you're still here with us. Thank you. Because God had your reason. God has any reason for me to be here too. And I'm glad I'm still alive. And I'm glad you're still alive too, Star. Okay. And okay. And thank y'all for being here. And remember, you're never too old or too young to live your dreams. And I hope you all have a good day, rest of the evening tonight. Okay, and Star said, I'm glad you are still here too. Thank you, Star. Thank you very much. And I'm glad you're still here too. Okay. And remember, and okay, I hope you all have a good weekend and a good week this week. And I'll see you all next Saturday, same time at 5 o'clock. And it's been an awesome show. And thank you very much. I'm going to say very much thank Star, aka Renee Cryer, for coming on there and reading two of her poems. And thank you, Star. And that means a lot. Okay, thank you very much. And you can find her on Facebook, you can find her on the Porch Club, and you can also find her on a new site called MeWe. I'm on there and she's on there too, MeWe.com. Check it out. Okay. And she's the one that got me into Tupperware too. So, and thank you, Star. Okay. And I'll see you all next Saturday. And you all have a great night. Thank you all. And thank you. I want to thank every single person for being here. And God bless you all. And I love you all, and so does God. Okay. Okay. Okay.